was trying to stitch this creator that asked what was like the most traumatic thing a teacher said or did in your school. And it wouldn't let me. I posted the whole video. It was like 4 minutes long. I was so pissed. But I have to share my story anyway, so I apologize to her, but I tried to stitch it and it wouldn't let me. So I was in first grade, so I was like around 6 years old. And my teacher her name was Miss Gross. And I had a really good school experience. Like, I remember my preschool was really nice. I had a really good experience with that. My kindergarten teacher, I still remember her name, Miss King. She was like a sweet older lady, so sweet. I met my like best friend, my daughter's godmother there in kindergarten. Like, I had really good experience with school. And then I hit first grade. I think that's when I just started to hate school, and I never began to love it after that. I just hated it. I hated being there. Now I'm exaggerating, but it was a traumatic experience for me nonetheless. So my teacher, like I said, her name is Miss Gross, and her name matches her personality because she was a gross individual. She happened to go to my grandmother's church, and she didn't go frequently. Like, she wasn't a regular, but she did frequent occasionally. And like, when I remember when my mom told my grandmother, she was like, I know Miss Gross, and I think her name was Helen Gross. So I don't remember what time of year it was. But mind you, I'm like 6 in the first grade. And we had these computer books. When we came back from the computer lab, we had to put our books in the box like a certain way. And I don't know if this was like a new thing or if it was like the beginning of the year and she was trying to get us into a routine and just to make sure that we were doing it accurate. But mind you, I'm 6. So I guess I put it in wrong. So she made me go to the end of the line. And I had to do it again. But like, multiple students would have to go to the end of the line, and it would just go on and on. So I put the book in again, and I guess I put it in wrong. I don't know if it was backwards, upside down, or she just didn't like me. I don't know. Because I never found out. Like, whatever. So she ends up telling me that I have to go to the timeout corner, and I do. And I'm not a confrontational kid. I probably just sat in the corner and cried. She told me I had to go in there for 5 minutes. I'm 6, so I don't know when 5 minutes is up, and I'm not the type of kid to keep nagging. I'm going to leave it to the adult to find out, like, when I'm supposed to be done. So I'm there for like 2 minutes. I don't know. I don't have any time comprehension at fucking 6. So I go, I'm sitting in the corner, and all of a sudden she tells the class to line up because we have an assembly that day. I'm waiting to be called in line. She never calls me. I'm laughing, but it was really traumatic for me because that shit I was scared as hell. So the kids line up. I hear everyone out. The lights turn off, and then I hear the door shut. And it's quiet. And I'm like, she forgot about me. What am I supposed to do? I didn't know what I was supposed to do in that situation. Because when I tell you she had just put me in timeout, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. The assembly had to be like, normally the assemblies are like a good hour and a half, maybe 2. I don't know. But it was like more than an hour. So I'm in there. The lights off. It wasn't dark. I think like the natural light was coming in with the light off, but it was scary and traumatic for a 6-year-old because I'm fucking 6 in a room, and she locked us. I like, that's how like good I was. Like, I sat in the corner facing the wall and never got up to try to leave to like get help or tell them my teacher forgot about me because I don't know. I thought that was part of my punishment, but I knew 5 minutes was up. So after the hour passes by, or the assembly, like the kids come back, I'm still in the corner crying. My eyes are probably puffy as hell. And my teacher calls me to her desk, and she puts it on me. And she tells me, what should you have done? I don't know, ma'am. You put me in there. You told me normally I don't think I've ever really been in timeout. I wasn't like a really bad kid. So I just figured she would call me when I got out of of timeout. And she put it on me. And like in my 6-year-old head, I believed it. Like I should have told her, like, wait for me. Don't leave me in here by myself for an hour. Or whatever, how long it was, however long the assembly was. And I believed it. But I did tell my mom, and nothing much really came of it. But I feel like my mom, I should have got a check. My mom should have sued. Because in this day and age, the way I'm built, if that happened to my child, Miss Gross would have been in an early grave. And she would have lost her job first. And I would have protested. Like, it would have got way bigger than, like, this. Nothing happened to her, because when I was in 8th grade, she ended up being one of my substitutes. And I remember I always had a bitter taste in my mouth about the lady. Like, excuse me, the fact that she knew my mom and the way she acted about it. I don't know if my mom ever addressed it. I believe she did call the school and like talk to her. I don't know what her excuse is, but there's really no excuse. You forgot about me. And then you try to put the accountability on me. I'm fucking 6. I was fucking scared. I didn't like her. She was mean. Like, her fucking name, Mrs. Gross, like, says it all. Like, she lived up to that name. She was a gross individual. I don't know. I wish I would have. I wish I would have been paid. But, yeah, she didn't lose her job. She wasn't written up. Like, the principal, I don't think, ever got involved. I would have turned that school upside down if they did that to my kid. But, yeah, that's the thing that she got away with. Crazy.